Together 2012, celebrating International Women's Day, 8th of March 2024, with Mix Dennis Queen, Clare Summerskill, Penny Pepper, Roxana Stroe and Jo-anne Cox. Supported using public funding by Arts Council England. Lottery funded. Good evening and welcome to our musical celebration of International Women's Day 2024. If you would like to access the captions, use the captions button, which is usually found at the bottom of your screen, or follow the link in the chat if you'd prefer to read the transcript. Many thanks to Julia Jacobi from Global Real-Time Captioning for providing the captions tonight. We have our regular British Sign Language interpreter here tonight, Chris Burrow. Chris will be spotlit on the screen throughout so that everyone who needs to do so can see her. We have a small pool of excellent regular access workers and the majority of them are women, so a particular thanks to them today on International Women's Day. I'm Ju Gosling, Artistic Director of Together 2012 CIC. I'm a white woman with pale olive skin and green eyes behind black plastic glasses. I'm wearing a red mohair jumper with a grey trilby hat over a hennaed crop and silver-coloured jewellery. And I'm sitting in a 19th century, 18th century wheel-backed chair that I've painted silver, and behind me are blue curtains with silver moon and stars. This is our first International Women's Day event, but it won't be our last. We've left our festival days behind us in favour of a year-round programme that includes a range of intersectional events. Disabled women are largely invisible on International Women's Day, though shout out to Invisible and Sisters of Frida for everything they do to challenge that. Tonight offers a rare opportunity to celebrate the talents of disabled women. Our first act tonight is a returning favourite at Together 2012 CIC, Mix Dennis Queen, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome them.
Good evening, I'm Dennis. I'm a white non-binary person with short hair. I'm wearing a pink top with a grey t-shirt on top that says cyborg, and I wear glasses, and I've got behind me, I think this is the bisexual flag, is it? Okay, we have quite a few around this room, and I'm going to bring you some music. Happy International Women's Day. Got a little story to tell you, just some stories about me, about you. Got some questions about what to do, and a few ideas you can use from our people fighting on the fringe, banging doors, shouting let us in. To our people stuck inside, we can help you out if you dare to try. Come here, come and see, come and feel, oh come and be. Come and hear, come and see, come and do, come with me. Women, we're gonna stop taking all the blame. We're gonna stop hanging our heads in shame. We're gonna start learning how to say no. We're gonna start making some space of our own. This world changes every day. We all take part. How did you join in today? Are we gonna change it our way? We all know something and we all have a place. Come here, come and see, come and feel, oh come and be. Come and hear, come and see, come and do, come with me. Come and hear, come and see, come and feel, oh come and be. Come here, come and see, come and do, oh come with me. And I have one more song for you. This is a song about one of many protests I've been on. There's a lot of disabled women at this one. One of them was Sandra Daniels, who we also lost recently. So I want to dedicate this one to Sandra. To the people we've stopped, at the buildings we've blocked, to the people we've trapped, and the ones who shout back, to the people who claim abuse of their rights, for the few minutes we've dared to snatch from their lives. Just this moment of your time is how we live our lifetimes. Today it's our turn to draw the lines. We decide who crosses this time. You can choose to force your way through our picket line. You can choose not to take the information we apply, and you can pretend there's no good reason we're here. Or you can wake up to the issues, now you're sharing our fear, yeah. Just this moment of your time is how we live our lifetimes. Today it's our turn to draw the lines, and we decide who crosses this time. To the people who say they support us, then exclude us. To the ones who've called us ungrateful and mean, and to the ones who tell us how much they care, and the ones who use us for personal gain. Yeah. How you feel inside is given away by your eyes. How you feel inside is given away by the tone of your voice. How you feel inside is in your patronizing smile. How you feel inside, it's in your cringing touch. Or do you think we're just too much? Just this moment of your time is how we live our lifetimes. Today it's our turn to draw the lines. We decide who crosses this time, who crosses this time, yeah.
That was great. Thanks so much, Dennis. And there's a lot of love coming up through the chat and the reactions. So our next act tonight is another favourite of ours, Clare Summerskill. Clare is present here on the Zoom, but her relationship with her internet connection appears to have irretrievably broken down, so she's pre-recorded her set.
Hello everybody, my name's Clare Summerskill and I'm delighted to be a part of this event. It brought back good memories celebrating International Women's Day, and because of that I thought I'd sort of go on a little stroll down memory lane and play for you some of the songs that I used to write and perform back in those days. See how that goes down. So this is the first one. This song, let's see, I thought it was fun when I wrote it. Then there was a few years, about 10 or 20 years ago, when I thought, well, I shouldn't sing that anymore because it's sort of a little bit maybe politically incorrect. But then as time's gone by, and this is the interesting thing with time going by, is that now I think it's quite acceptable again. So see what you think. Listen up, you out there. I'll tell you something that I've got to share. Gonna tell you in this song why femmy girls don't turn me on. So give me 501s and a denim shirt. You can keep your lipstick and your mini skirt, 'cause I know what I want and you're just not my type. I want a 10-ton cropped hair, obvious dyke, it leaves me high and dry. Or this lesbian chic, I want a tough bull dyke to make my knees go weak. Call me old fashioned, but I know what I like. I like a dyke to be a dyke. So if you're window shopping, wanna give it a try, then you can count me out, and here's the reason why. 'Cause I don't want no swingers taking me for a ride. They might end up sleeping with the other side. So if you need to explore your sexuality, then go on right ahead, but just not with me. Call me old-fashioned, but I know what I like. I like a dyke to be a dyke. So you can keep your fashions and your lesbian trends. Give me a biker's jacket and a pair of DMs. If a designer dyke said I made her heart melt, I'd say my kind of power dressing is a studded leather belt. When it comes to women, I won't take hot luck. I want a diesel dyke who drives a bus or a truck. Call me old-fashioned, but I know what I like. I like a dyke to be a dyke. Call me old-fashioned, but I know what I like. I like a dyke to be a dyke, yeah. So anyway, back to the old days when, you know, we had it. Don't have it so much nowadays, but back in the old days when we had it, I wrote this song called We're the Girls. We're the girls your mother should have warned you about. We may appear quite harmless, but we're always looking out for a certain sort of woman we never once suspect. The lust we feel for her is not politically correct, and even if she says she's straight, there's always room for doubt. Her mother should have warned her there are girls like us about. You may express alarm at my condition, but from a very early age I learned to drool. I remember I was 7 and I thought I'd gone to heaven when Miss Knight said I was bright and that she coached me after school. Teenage girls are warned about the danger of mysterious men who steal their hearts away. But you couldn't call Miss Middleton a stranger, and I'd fantasize in history class about her every day. We're the girls your mother should have warned you about. We may appear quite harmless, but we're always looking out for a certain sort of woman we never once suspect. The lust we feel for her is not politically correct, years I made my way to college, but on a tutor I developed quite a crush as I tried to give my view on how communism grew. My legs would turn to jelly and my face would start to flush. I wish I didn't fancy my new doctor. I was scared to go for my cervical smear. As I lay down on the couch, I got ready to cry, ouch. But she touched me oh so gently. Now I've booked one twice a year. We're the girls your mother should have warned you about. We may appear quite harmless, but we're always looking out for a certain sort of woman who we never once suspect. The lust we feel for her is not politically correct. And even if she says she's straight, there's always room for doubt. Her mother should have warned her there are girls like us about. Now I know the cause of my obsession. I'm fully out and happy that I'm gay. But let me make a very small confession. Although I have a lover, there are times that I could stray. There's a program that I like called Super Nanny, where this woman teaches calm authority. I go funny in my tummy. Perhaps I'm looking for a mummy, but I'd gladly misbehave if she would take control of me. We're the girls your mother should have warned you about. We may appear quite harmless, but we're always looking out for a certain sort of woman who we never once suspect. The lust we feel for her is not politically correct. And even if she said she's straight, there's always room for doubt. Her mother should have warned her there are girls like us about. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking, thank goodness this event is online, because, you know, it's harder, especially as we get older. I don't know how many of you are in that category, but as we get older, it's harder to, you know, just get out and about, really, isn't it? Especially in the winter, it's rainy, it's cold, it's dark in the evenings. Just harder to leave our homes. Nothing to do with mobility problems or safety issues. It's just that we can't be asked. You know, let's face it, we can't be asked. Unless, of course, maybe it's a demonstration or a protest or something like that. And it's in the day, we'll go out, we'll support that, yeah. And I think that's probably a throwback to the 1980s as well, when a lot of us were very political, weren't we? We used to go on demonstrations all the time. Do you remember the Clause 28 march? Yeah, anybody on that? Anybody go on that? Clause 28, just to explain to any youngsters in the audience, Clause 28 was when Maggie Thatcher introduced a bill making what she called the promotion of homosexuality illegal, which gay people thought was very unfair on those who hadn't already got their promotion. So we all went out and demonstrated against that. But returning now again to those youthful days when we were young and active, and well, active not just politically but in other ways, if you know what I mean. And one of the things that sort of fitted with the lesbian fantasy was the sort of cowboy image for some reason, or cowgirl image. So this song is sort of about that. As a child, I was born with a Stetson, a yeehaw before I could talk. Whatever I saw, I tied to the floor. I even accomplished a bow-legged walk. Well, my ma, she gave me booties with spurs on. I ate me baked beans for my tea. I had me such fun in my small gang of one, 'cause there ain't many cowgirls in Clacton-on-Sea. Someday I'll find me a cowgirl, and off to the prairie we'll go. Round up some steers, have a couple of beers, and sing brownie songs as we watch the fire glow. Ging gang, gooly, 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 watch the fire glow. Well, I wanted to grow up a cowboy, but father said, son, you're a girl. He sat on my knee and he looked down at me and said, that's one thing you can change in this world. Well, Pop, I listened to your advice and I know you love me, Pop. And I love you too, like I love furry critters and puppy dogs. Well, I listened to what you had to say, Pop, but you always taught me to have a mind of my own, and with that mind, I've now decided that you're full of shit. 'Cause someday I'll find me a cowgirl, and off to the prairie we'll go. Round up some steers, have a couple of beers, and sing brownie songs as we watch the fire glow. Kookaburra gum tree, Lord come by us. Well, Pop, I was right and I found her. She works down in Texas home care. Her name is Yvonne, but I call her Tom. No more DIY for me now, wear a pair. Yes, I have found me my cowgirl, and off to the prairie we'll go. Round up some steers, have a couple of beers, and sing brownie songs as we watch the fire glow. Ging gang, gooly, 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 watch the fire glow. Kookaburra gum tree, Lord kumbaya. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Claire. Just give me a moment to check that that is going to not start playing again in the background, because I never trust Zoom screen share.
Just want to thank Chris as well for signing that so brilliantly. Could you just remind me what the word dyke is? Okay. I'm so sorry. I should have known that by now. Thank you. And I'm sorry about the gingang gooly goolies at the end.
So thank you again, Claire. Next, I'm delighted to announce a surprise guest and another returning favourite, Penny Pepper. Penny is a writer and storyteller, and she's going to read 3 poems about 3 amazing women she has known. So I'm thrilled to have Penny with us.
Hello Jo and everyone. Many of you who I know, and those that we are new to each other. I'm so delighted to be back. It's been a hard one, some of you know. So this is my first return evening performance of anything, absolutely anything. So I feel very honoured that you asked me, and I can do these 3 poems for you. Bear with me, I might be a little rusty. These are 3 women that have meant an immense amount to me, and I'm just going to go for it, and then maybe do a little, have a very brief chat at the end. The first one's from my poetry collection, which I have here. I'll try not to drop it on the floor and have to yell for my PA. You can still get hold of these here and there. Come Home Live by Penny Pepper. Sadly, the publisher, the amazing Burning Eye Books, doesn't exist anymore. But I have a few. If anyone would like to buy one, do get in touch. So the first poem, which is in the book, but I've got a printed copy, is Letter to Kay, in brackets 1959 to 1993. Dear Kay, we found each other on the hospital ward. Do you remember Dr. A's voice booming that I would never earn a living as a writer? And you a writer too. What would she say now? What would you say? Because it started when I found you, started as writers together. Dear Kay, awed by your skills at makeup, though I teased you with your safe, tidy perm, you teased me back with my shaggy hair, both done to make it easy for others to tidy. Dear Kay, we soon soaked up crip punk rebellion. You gave me my girl confidence, grabbed eyeliner and go, impressed at your punk bravery to write fuck off in coal on the shaved sides of your head. Dear Kay, they kept us young too long, kept shut indoors, kept out of homes, of venues, stopped in our tracks wherever we wanted to go. Kept away from the big out there, kept from that space, that place not open to us, no way in, no support or rights, kept out and stopped. Dear Kay, we knew we had to fight for more. Do you remember those fighting letters at first, a laugh on boring days, 11-page fighting marathons, fighting for literature, music, CND and rights and boys and sex, always against Thatcher. Dear Kay, dreams got serious. My troubled home life fell apart. There you were, serious when needed, true best friend. Together, how we dreamed a future. Love, sex, drink, rock and roll, poetry, dreaming, exotic adventures. Everything good and bad and hot and funny. Dear Kay, do you remember the struggle for the flat? 4 hard years of questions. Could we? Should we do it, they asked, before we move in? Together, not apart. We did it. Disabled girls blast London. You stroppy strong, me timid, determined. Kay, my friend, my sister in life, always told we couldn't write, couldn't get a flat, couldn't live alone, couldn't fuck, couldn't love. You had to leave one day for the next adventure we must all take. Yet Kay, we could, we did, and through you, I did everything. Thank you. So if I keep myself in order now, the next poem will, some of you will know this person, and even if, as I say the title, some of you are going to know. It's called It'll Be All Right, Pens, you know. Another person who is sadly no longer with us, is very dear to many of us, and I still think about her every day. Sophie Partridge. It'll be all right, Pens, you know. Sophie Partridge, sparkle-eyed, pretty face, said this to me at low times. hers and mine. We'd squeeze each other's little fingers, both hoping, yes, somehow it'll be fine. It'll be all right, Pens, you know. Sophie, eyebrow raised, half smiling and teasing. We'd sit in Angel Deli, chewing over breakfast plates and the cruel way the world is turning. Auntie Penny might be on duty, but still, you say, it'll be all right, Pens. You know, your cheesy Eurovision parties were a legend. Cheesy crisps, cheesy chat. We laugh at cheesy songs and 3 chocolate buttons left over from a friend. You laugh, a surprising cackle. It'll be all right, Pens, you know. Barcelona and the bright blue sea and sky that stretches high, quick as a wink. You made me brown owl. There's happy trust in your face and in your eyes. And on you go, and on you'd say, it'll be all right, Pence, you know. Thank you. And just before I do my final one, yes, which is in the book, I want to just share something with you. It's been a little bit of a rush, as in of excitement, but I want to share my baby. And I know Ju will know more about this because me and Ju share something, an experience which was called Innovate. I'm sure Ju remember. Ju was an award winner. We won the same year this Innovate Award. And when I won this in I can't remember the actual year. It might have been 1999, that a little bit later that the award happened. But mine was to do a book called Desire. And that was on the 20th of March. That would be 21 years ago, exactly. And for various reasons, because I've been critically ill and I feel I've survived by the love of my dear friends more than anything, I wanted to do this as a celebration. It's been revised, and look at the beautiful cover. I've got to show that. That's by a disabled artist called Abby Stevens. The stories have been revised and refreshed. I've had fabulous feedback from writers and mentors I trust. And I'm speaking at the London Book Fair next Wednesday, when it will be launched. Coincidentally, I should say, because I'm talking about inclusion and diversity. I'm sure we'll always yawn a little bit at that, because I was probably saying that in 2003. But we have to keep going, because what else is there? And in the spirit of that, of fighting on and celebrating fabulous women, our fabulous communities, we make community. We are community, in my view. Finally, I'm going to introduce you to Linda. I believe my lovely PA era. Let's mark the page. Another one of those, it's very much the era, I think, of how we were then, the 80s, late 70s. But I'm very sad to think that we're still fighting for similar things now when we thought we'd won so much. But this, again, dedicated to all women out there, all of us fighting for equality and freedom. This is Linda. I learned the truth behind the screen on the ward, age 14, from Linda, who was 17. She was the greatest girl I'd seen, in bomber jacket, white and green. On her thin legs, the skinny jeans. Linda in the velveteens. On Linda, who was 17. Wrist splints sparkled with a gleam, sovereign of her fashion scene. Fornication on the TV screen. I asked her, Linda, what did it mean? Linda, who was 17, she laughed until the credits streamed. She taught me stuff they called obscene. She had a boyfriend, he was keen. Linda's sexy teenage dream. Linda, who was 17, she sucked bananas like a queen. Dirty, dangerous, and unclean. She gave me hope, belief, esteem, subverted all their old regimes. Linda, who was 17, when adolescence made me scream, high on that cusp and in between. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Penny. Very, very much appreciated, Punk Princess. And we look forward to seeing Penny back on our screens not too much longer, I hope.
I hope so. Thank you.
So tonight's show is dedicated to the late Roxana Stroe, and we'll see her perform on video next. Roxana came to the Together Music Club for the first time in 2016, along with her friend Richard Ireland, who's now one of our non-executive directors. Roxana, then aged around 30, had studied singing and wanted to sing professionally. But in addition to the barriers that she faced as a disabled woman, she experienced very bad nerves. That evening, Roxana sang in front of other people for the first time. And by the summer, she was singing in front of a live audience at our tent at the Liberty Festival in Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. In December 2016, Roxana returned to the music club to perform with Richard Ireland as part of the Together Disability History Month Festival. And that's the first song in the video we're going to see. Richard has the distinction of being the only man on the bill tonight in his role as an ally. It's particularly brave of him to allow me to share it when he'd only picked up the guitar to support Roxana and in no way was pretending that he could play. The rest of our footage of Roxana from 2016 is in storage, and I really wanted to demonstrate Roxy's musical journey over the past 8 years. We've had to leave our music club behind after COVID drove us online, and that's been part of the loss of grassroots music venues across the UK more generally. Roxana's second song was recorded 3 years later, in December 2019 at our end of festival party in East Ham. And in fact, that was our last live in-venue event. The male ally in the background in this case is Robin Surgener, also known as Angry Fish, who'd driven all the way from the West Midlands to support us and help with the sound. Between 2016 and 2019, Roxana had faced a lot of health challenges, including a kidney transplant. But in 2019, she also performed with us at the Newham show in July and took part in Hackney Carnival in September. COVID ended our in-venue music programme and sent me permanently indoors, but it didn't stop Roxana. Defiant to the last, Roxana blossomed, regained her independence with the acquisition of a yellow Motability car she called B, and became part of a close group of musician friends living life to the full in London. She was singing with some of them on Christmas Day when she was taken ill, dying in early January without waking up again. The final song in Roxana's set is her first professional release, I Am You, which she uploaded to SoundCloud last year under the name of Relina. And we're going to put the SoundCloud link and the link to her biography on GoFundMe into the chat. So introducing, for the last time, Roxana Stroe.
Sorry is all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry you be mine? Not so easy loving me. It gets so complicated, all the things you gotta be. Everything's changing, but you're the truth. I'm amazed by all your patience, everything I put you through. And when I'm about to fall, somehow you've always waited with your open arms to catch me. You're gonna save me from myself, yes. You're gonna save me from myself. Oh yeah. My love is tainted by your touch. Well, some guys have shown me aces, but you've got that royal flush. I know it's crazy every day. Well, tomorrow may be shaky, but you never turn away. And don't ask me why I'm crying, 'cause when I start to cry, you know how to keep me smiling. You always save me from myself, myself. You're gonna save me from myself. I know it's hard, but you've broken all my walls. You've been my strength, so strong. And don't ask me why I love you. It's obvious your tenderness is what I need to make me a better woman to myself. To myself, myself. You're gonna save me from myself. I am the light that shines in your eyes. I am the beauty that you can't disguise. I am the reason for all of your smiles. I'm the moment when you realize I am you, 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 I am you. I am the love that beats in your heart. I am the passion that fuels your art. I hold the dreams that make you feel alive. I'm the moment when you realize I am you, 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 I am you. what you do. I am the lover of all that is you. I am the beautiful song in your heart. I am you and we can never be apart. I am you, I am you, I am you. I am you, I am you, I am you. I am you, I am you, I am you. I am you.
International Women's Day is a day that includes sadness, of course. We miss all of the women we've known, and some we would have liked to have known who've gone before us. We also experience deep sadness and anger and frustration about the difficult situations facing many of our sisters today, all over the world. Our final artist tonight is the cellist Jo-anne Cox, who will perform her composition Space. I hope that her performance also provides you with the space to reflect and to emerge feeling refreshed and empowered. Jo-anne has been performing and sharing her work with us regularly over the years, and whether it's been on a large stage, at a community centre or on Zoom, it's always been a great experience. So welcome, Jo-anne.
Thank you, Ju. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to Ju and Together. Not every space I've been in or wanted to be in has been accepting, and so when I do get an opportunity, it makes it even more special, especially where I feel safe and I can express myself and meet so many other wonderful people. I'm a white woman. I've got my brown hair up in a bun with a little curl hanging down. I'm sitting here with my purple sparkling cello and wearing a red sparkling dress. And I'm sitting in front of a window in my house. I'm very moved by the video of Roxana, as I'm sure everybody was. She's a beautiful person and has the voice of an angel, and I'd like to dedicate this performance to Roxana. Thank you.
Thank you, Jo-anne. That was incredible. It's a huge privilege and pleasure for me, as you can imagine, as the artistic director of Together 2012 CIC, to work with some incredible disabled artists. Thanks to all of our performers tonight, Mix Dennis-Queen, Clare Summerskill, Penny Pepper, Roxana Stroe, and of course, Jo-anne Cox. Thanks as well to Arts Council England, who funded tonight's event, to our British Sign Language interpreter, Chris Burrow, to our captioner, Julia Jacobi from Global Real-Time Captioning, and to the Together 2012 team. And a big thank you, of course, to you, the audience. It would be much appreciated if you could complete the very short feedback form. The link is in the chat, and check out our website for the rest of our events programme, which is all free and all online. You'll also find recordings of past events, and the recording of tonight's event will be up next week. I'd like to end by wishing you a very happy International Women's Day 2024 and Women's History Month. Good night. Together 2012. Join in from home. www.together2012.org.uk